YouTube's Man Always George page, coming to you live on YouTube. Every so often I like to recognize the birthday of a person who I'm a fan of, who I admire their hard work and commitment, and who just amazing, an amazing athlete. And it's not a bodybuilding time, folks. This is a lady who's been in the game of tennis for quite some time, and it's one Miss Serena Williams. Now, Miss Williams was born, she was born September the 26th of 1981, and today is her 40th birthday. I can't believe Serena's 40. Wow, you know. And she was born to Richard Williams and her mother, Orsine Price. She grew up in South Central LA, and we all know the story of how she got into the sport of tennis. Her father, Richard, along with her sister Venus, got into sport. Her father wanted to see his two daughters to be something more, and tennis was a sport he picked. They were young girls, and they were doing pretty good. And as they grew up, they got a lot more successful, and their look and style was very popular. They had when they first started, they had the beads. And that was a look from no one ever saw this. These two black girls from the hood playing in such a what we called a royal regal sport like tennis. And Venus and Serena were doing pretty good for their careers, especially being young. And really, I think Serena really hit her stride around about the early 2000s. She won quite a few tournaments, and she just was making her way through the sport. And she really evolved as not just as a player, but also as a person. Her looking style changed. And she really, she got rid of the blades because the beads, because they were problems. There was always complaints from, the officials that they fall and all this, or breaking off like that. And she got away from that. And then in around 2000s, the early 2000s, remember that Puma suit. Oh my God. She won the US Open that year. I think it was 2003. And brothers, we fell in love in a minute. She grew up. She really grew up because back then she was already 27 years old, and she matured. Oh my God, that Puma suit, and and this is wow, that booty. This is when I think every brother in the world started watching tennis because they want to watch Serena, and that love that Cassie. I think Cassie's somewhere in a case someplace in the Smithsonian. I think you have to clean off the case every so often. And she just was amazing. She was just on a tear. Her and her sister winning some of the major shows like the Wimbledon, U.S. Open, the French Open. They played doubles. She just had a passion. And she was just, just a style to her. There's some haters because the fact they hate on her because the fact was she was just this young black woman coming in so strong in a sport that's been dominated by whites for so many years. And she had a look to her. Oh my God. I think Serena to me is, she's sexy. Oh my God. This is what makes a simp out of us guys. When you have a woman like this who's built like a brick house, fit, unbelievable. There's just haters about her, but you know what? I can't hate on her. And her and Venus, they had set records. Her and there's also they played each other quite a few times in a few tournaments, and Venus will win a few, and Serena will win a few. And also, they have set records in doubles, winning in doubles like in shows like in the at the Australian Open, the Wimbledon, also the Olympics. They have gold medals. These two sisters have done pretty good, and Serena she became like just this superstar. She's on cover of magazines. She's doing TV shows. She's the episodes of Simpsons. She's the episodes of like TVs like Law and SVU. She done voiceover work. She was in a movie Hair Show. Not the best actress in the world, but still, you really find your niche. And she's dedicated. She's about the sport. She's about hard work and dedication. You gotta respect that. And she's a commitment to the sport of tennis. Others who have been in the sport eventually, didn't get as far, but she had to. And there's a lot of sacrifices she made. And those sacrifices paid off. earning championships and making records. As you know, her record is just amazing. She is number 2 on the Grand Slam list behind Margaret McCourt. And that's a great thing. I mean, she surpassed women like some great relations, and she found love. Some people may not like the choices she had, but she had a great few relationships. But she found love with her husband Alex, and they have a child together, Olympia. And she loves being a mother. And like I said, before, her was a while back she was going to break the record for Grand Slams, but she's surpassed people like Steffi Graf. And some people have issue with her when she shows her passion when something happens, especially a while back when she had an issue where she broke her tennis record. But then see, the double standard is that how often has white male tennis players have been mad like John McEnroe? How many times he done it? Or or Roger Federer or Nadal, But because she's a black woman, she gets a lot more prejudices and guff or whatever, because the fact is because she's a black woman. And that's the thing, she's always gonna be a black woman, strong black woman. You gotta respect that about her. And a while back she did have an injury in her, it was 2019, and it forced her out of a tournament, and it was at the Wimbledon, and that was it was sad, and her, she was just, she's just been setbacks, losing tournaments, in semis, and then not, she's just so close to breaking her record and surpassing Margaret McCourt, but it's always something happens. And she's a businesswoman. You gotta respect her business sense. I mean, her and her sister, they have successful businesses, in fashion and sportswear, everything. I mean, she has just been, just her success is just in a magnitude, And, like I said again, just a good possibility is that she's like Wonder Woman. I mean, I saw this commercial a while back when she becomes Wonder Woman. And I think if it's possible, if her acting was a little better, she could be the black Wonder Woman. That's called Nubia. I can see her as that, if her acting was a little better. And she has a style. She's been a fashion icon for quite some time. We still remember the Puma suit, but, most women who dress in tennis didn't have a lot of, basically like a little white skirt and on top, but she just has a style to her, and she brings fashion to the sport of tennis that's never been seen in years, and like I said again, she is a hero. There's so many, not just to people in our community, but so many people in general who are fans of the sport of tennis who just never seen such greatness. I mean, she's a hero to up and comers like Naomi Osaka and all the other girls who compete in the sport of tennis. They look up to her because she is the standard of a great athlete. And like I said, she's a mother. You can never forget that, being a wife and mother, and and she's probably guiding her daughter Olympia to the future. It's a good possibility we might see Olympia become the next big tennis star, or she can find her own path. It's always the often children of great athletes, become as great as athletes as their parents. It's rare every now and then. But like I said, this lady is amazing. She's a fashion icon, a elite athlete, an actress. I mean, she has so many hats in this world. A businesswoman. And just one of the most sexiest women in the world. Oh my God. I'm still in love with Serena. I'm still mad that she married that dude. But I'm cool. I want to be Big Daddy. But I think she's an amazing woman. And a great representative of our community. I mean, you may not like her choices, the things she say, the things she do, but you gotta respect her commitment. You gotta respect her for who she is. I know some people are not a fan of Serena, but that's you. But I'm a fan of hers. I think she's a beautiful woman, a great woman. And I know I want to wish her a very happy belated birthday, just because, who she is and what she represents to those, especially little kids living in the hood who can't think that they can't do something outside of the box, So like I said, Serena, I think I want to wish you a very happy belated birthday. And I hope you enjoyed your weekend and with your family, your friends. And maybe, we hope to see you come back again next year. And maybe even finally break beat the Grand Slam record or even tie it, whichever way you want to go. This is me all the way George Page. Like, don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out. Love you, Serena, and happy birthday.